Do you have good friends? Are you a good friend? I want to talk to you about friendship in your morning cup of inspiration. Have you read the book of Job? It's 42 chapters long. It's in the Old Testament. It's such a fascinating story because in the beginning of the book, God and Satan are having a conversation. And God says, "Have you considered my servant Job? He's upright. He's perfect. He fears God." And Satan says, "Well, he's only that way because you've blessed him, you put protection around him, you made him wealthy." He says, "If you took that all away, he would curse you to your face." God said, "I don't think so. But if you want to prove me, go ahead, have at it, but don't harm Job himself." So in one day, Job literally lost everything. Satan took it all away from him. His home, his family, his kids were taken. All of his wealth, his livestock. But Job got before the Lord. He got down on his face and he was in pain and agony, but he never cursed God. He just prayed to God. And then he had three friends that visited him. Listen to these three friends. Their names were interesting: Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite. These three friends come, and at first they did things right. They came to him in his suffering. They stayed with him. It says they sat 7 days in silence, so they spent time with him, and they just listened. But then they started talking, and they started telling Job that he must have done something wrong for God to allow these things to happen to him. And Job said, "I haven't. I really don't know that I have." But they just kept preaching at him and tearing him down. You should never do that to a friend when they're in pain. But what did Job do? At the end of the book, it says in chapter 42, verse 10, "And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before." But he prayed for his friends. We need to pray for our friends even when they're not the friendliest to us. We need to lift them up. Is there a friend you need to call? Maybe someone who's going through a hard time. Call them, reach out to them. Spend time with them, love them, and then build them up. God bless. I hope that encourages you today, and I'll talk to you soon for another morning cup of inspiration.